Hey guys, I'm glad you're here. Today's project is this Komodo brand ATV. And the problem is that it starts but has running problems, as it sometimes likes to die after stopping. It's going to need some carburetor work today. Since this ATV starts but has running problems, we can narrow it down to the carburetor. Either it's got water in the gas, a clogged jet, or a combination of other carburetor issues. I'm not going to take the body off of the frame, so filming this is going to be a little difficult. First, we're going to make sure that the fuel valve is in the off position. Then we're going to disconnect the fuel line from the carburetor. And while we're on this side of the engine, let's go ahead and disconnect the electrical connector for the electric choke on the carburetor. Now I've moved over to the right side of the engine where I'm going to loosen the throttle cable and disconnect it from the carburetor. Next, loosen the clamp holding the intake boot on the carburetor. Now do the same thing for the air filter clamp by putting a screwdriver through this little hole. Now that everything is disconnected from the carburetor, we should be able to pull it off of the engine. I was able to dump some of the gas out of the carburetor, and what we can see here is pretty interesting. So problem number one is we can see a dirty water bubble in the gas. That means there's also water inside the gas tank. This ATV has been stored outside. Now go ahead and remove the 4 bolts on the carburetor bowl so we can go ahead and take a look at the jets. And here's problem number 2. There's a layer of dirt inside the carburetor bowl. Obviously the fuel filter is not doing its job. Next, carefully remove the main jet. Remember that these are brass and that they can be easily damaged. I'll pick that up in a minute. In the meantime, let's go ahead and remove the idle jet. And as you can see, more than likely from the dirt from inside the carburetor bowl, it's a little clogged up. Go ahead and use a little bit of compressed air to clean that up. And since the main jet is much larger, it usually doesn't clog up as often as the idle jet. It's probably not necessary, but I'm going to go ahead and remove the emulsion tube for the main jet just to check it out and make sure it's clear as well. I think we'll have to upgrade the fuel filter from a screen type filter to one that actually has a paper media in it. And now that both jets are clean, reinstall the jets, the carburetor bowl, and reinstall the carburetor back on the engine. Here you can see the upgraded fuel filter. It's like one you would find on a riding lawnmower. Now that everything's reinstalled, let's go ahead and turn on the fuel and try to start it. Thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you found it very informative. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them down below. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video.